In this video, we will look at how to change a case manager assignment in ClientTrack. First, let's take a look at what the case manager assignment actually does. I'm on my client's workspace and I'm going to navigate over to my home workspace. On the home workspace, we have two main sections. The first is the current program enrollments, and the second is my case assignments. So if you have a client who you are assigned as a case manager in ClientTrack, that doesn't mean that your role at your organization or your title is case manager, simply means that you are the HMIS user assigned to that client in the system as a case manager. It's just the title that ClientTrack uses. Then that client will appear on your My Case Assignments section of your home workspace. So for each of these clients that you can see here, I am assigned as the case manager for that client. The other result that that assignment has is that you get notifications for these clients regarding CAS if the client is enrolled in CAS. So you can see that I have a Marcia Brady here and Morocco Brady, and I actually have a notification up here about Marcia Brady that she's about to become inactive on the CAS queue. So the assigned case manager to that client for the CAS enrollment will receive those CAS notifications about the client's status on the queue. Let's take a look at how to change this case assignment in case you need someone else to receive those notifications. I'll navigate to my client's workspace, and I'll go ahead and enroll my client in CAS. I'm going to skip through all these pages pretty quickly and just get to the page where we have to do the case manager assignment. So on the HUD program enrollment page of any workflow, you'll see the case manager assignment here next to the client's names. When I check the box next to these clients' names to enroll them in this program, I am assigned as the case manager on this enrollment. I can change the case manager directly from here. It is important to note that the person who is assigned here must be a user of HMIS, so you can only add a case manager who has access to the system, which makes sense. Let's change this case manager to Frida. I can search for that person's name here, and it's important to note that if this enrollment is for CAS, then the organization needs to be CAS. That person has to have access to this organization to be assigned as that case manager. Here's one of Frida's accounts. I will add Frida to that case manager assignment, and I'll do the same for the family member. Now when I click Save, I'll continue with my program enrollment in CAS, and Frida will be the person to receive notifications when this client is becoming inactive. Of course, if you are the person enrolling the client in CAS and you're going to be their case manager moving forward, then you should leave yourself in this case manager box. But if you're entering the data and someone else needs to get notifications to come and upload documentation later on, you can change that assignment here. Let's save, and I'll come back when I've completed this workflow. Now that my client is enrolled in CAS, let's take a look at changing the case manager assignment from the client dashboard. If I open the profile section, you'll see the option under profile that says case managers. Selecting that page will allow us to see the active and inactive case manager assignments for this client. So you can see here my CAS enrollment that I just created and the case manager that I assigned, Frida. You can also see an inactive case assignment for the previous user who was in training, who created this client and did the enrollment in HMIS training. If I need to add a case assignment, I can click that button. The case assignment will begin on the date that I enter here and end on any date that I enter, or I can leave this blank for this to be an open-ended, indefinite assignment. I can select the HMIS user. So again, this has to be a person in the system. I can simply find that person by searching for their name, just like we did before. I'll need to select an enrollment to tie this assignment to. So a case manager assignment must be tied to an enrollment in the system. If the client has no active enrollments, then you will not be able to assign a new case manager to them until you enroll them in a program. And then I'll choose the status as active so that this case manager assignment is active moving forward, and click Save. Now both Frida and I are case managers on this client's CAS enrollment, and we will both receive notifications when this client is going to be inactive on the CAS queue. If I navigate back to my home workspace and refresh my case assignments page, then I should see that client, I think her name was Crystal Test. So we may need to go to page 2 or 3 or 4, and I'll see that client on my case assignment section. From here, I can easily select this client to go to their dashboard and then manage this client's record from here. That will conclude our tutorial on case assignment management.